Aiyuk, the game changer the Ravens need. We're gonna discuss this and a couple of things more coming right out. Yo my guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to szg Sports. And if you love some Ravens content, and I'm sure you do, please subscribe now and hit the bell so you can stay up to alert every time we upload a video, every time we go out to the live stream. There's more videos to come on prospects. So again, this is just a short series of condense what I think about a player, cheat sheet as I call them, 5 to 10 minute opinion base of this player. And today I decided to go with Aiyuk. He is a game changer that the Ravens need. A lot of you have been like, have you watched Aiyuk? Have you watched any other players? But Aiyuk has been coming a lot into my TL, and I was like, okay, let me check this kid. Obviously, he is the guy that went and stepped up for N'Keal Harry, and he did a hell of a job. And we're gonna discuss some of his stats. But I was like, okay, let me see what is this Aiyuk guy? Because I keep hearing Aiyuk for Arizona State. Like, okay, let me see the Sun Devil. Okay, so here I have my my notes for him. I always like to do a couple of things. I like to go measurables, although this week is combine, so he's gonna get the real measurables. But also, I like to see what he did against good teams, and then I tried to see some of the film against those good teams. Aiyuk is 6 feet tall, 201, good size for receivers, for an outside receiver. This year he was impressive with 65 recs, 1,192 yards, so almost 1,200 yards and a touchdown. I mean, those are great numbers. Now, again, I like to go back and check what he did against good teams, especially in the division that they were. It's a division that is not known for their defense, so could be a lot of stat padding, right? Just my opinion. But Michigan State, they were ranked 18th, decent defensively, not great but decent. 5 recs, 64 yards, okay game. Then he played Cal. I don't think a Cal is a great team, but they were ranked 15, 2 receptions, 31 yards, not a good game. Utah was stingy on defense. They were good overall, 1 reception, 7 yards. Oregon's not known for their defense, dynamic team. This is his game. This is definitely his best game. 7 against a good team. He might have good games against crappy teams. Against a good team, 7 receptions, 161 yards, and a touchdown. That is pretty good. So, Aiyuk is dynamic. He's impressive overall. I like what I've seen from Aiyuk. I'm going to give you my Pro Bowl comparison soon, but this is a guy that is legit. And also I'll tell you what I think he should end up. So, pros, separation. He has a second gear, no doubt. Speed, splash play. That's how I wrote it. Speed. He has a splash. He's a dynamic guy. Yeah, yards after the catch. After the hit too, sometimes he can bounce out of that first tackle. He's not like super thin, so he's solid. So he's slippery. He's dynamic. I can see why people love him. Like, especially if you go and search his highlights. Yes, I mean, it's a lot of splash play. It's a lot of what you want, right? Tracks the ball well when it's on the air, okay? So when he is in a deep route, he tracks the ball well and catches the ball. And on the running side, I actually saw some decent blocking for him. So that's good because obviously we are a running team first, and that's what you want. You want receivers that are not scared to just block and make the play. Also, as a returner, he's dynamic. He has a good feel, good vision as a returner, as a receiver. Once he catches the ball, he is good finding just extra yardage, which I love. You guys know one of my criticisms with Hollywood Brown was he didn't look to make that extra yard. This dude does. I like them a lot. Let's go with my cons. He struggles with contested catches. So what I saw was basically the ball has to be in a very good spot, because if not, he's not good. And with some separation, if a guy's steering his hip, he struggles with that. His hand. So also on a clean release, as when the receiver is starting to jam him, he struggles to get out of the jam. He struggles to get into the man press. So if a corner can stay with him, he has a tough time. So I say he has a good tracking the ball, but like if you had to 50-50 ball, he's not your guy. If he has to get it because the ball was a little bit off and the defender's there, I didn't see those plays being made. There needs to work with his release and press. And one thing that I saw that you guys, if you follow me for at least a year, something that I hate when the receivers don't catch the ball here and catch the ball here. I'm not talking about a deep over the shoulder and you corral the ball. I'm talking on a slant or anything lets the ball come in. That tells me you don't trust your hands. That drives me crazy. Again, if you guys know me for a while, I always say hands. Why? And that tells you also why that 50-50 ball when he's in the hip. Those guys that snatch the ball, those are the ones you want that 50-50, right? You go, you snatch it, right? You don't need to corral. You don't need to bring it in. I'm not saying you can never do that, but when you get a slant, I want to see boom, boom, go. I don't want to see, right? I don't want that because that's how the ball gets to your chest and can go through your hands, and that's a drop. Right? We don't want that. Again, this guy overall, what I like, yeah, he has a lot of good traits. Now, some people were talking about him as a first rounder. I don't see it. I don't see first round for him. I don't. I think he is. So before I say that, let me see my comparison. He actually reminds me of Jacoby Jones. Cordell Patterson, that type of receiver, right? Receiver that in the receiving side, can they make a splash? Of course. Remember Jacoby Jones in the Super Bowl. Remember Jacoby Jones in the Mile High Miracle. If they get over the top, but Jacoby wasn't a hands guy. Remember those catches. If you go back, he likes to corral. That's what this guy is. But in the return game, they're dynamic. And if you let him loose, they're dynamic. If you let him open field, they're dynamic. But one corner that is good on press can shut them down. So, in my opinion, he's not necessarily a number one. I think he benefit for the division in college that he plays, being in a softer defensive side. Against when he went against good teams, only Oregon he had a good game. The rest, okay to bad games. A number one, you want to be consistent, especially against good team. Yeah, so he goes and plays. Let me see here, Oregon State, and he eats well. And he played against Washington State University, and he killed him. Colorado, he killed him. So Kent State, he killed him. Sacramento, I mean, he has against other teams that he has a lot of yardage with plays. But basically, he's a one big play guy. And it's good. I'm not saying like if segueing to where I think he should be drafted more in the third round. Maybe late. For sure, in my opinion, he's a third-round pick. And as a third-round pick, you pick him. He's your returner, and he can be your splash guy play, but not a dependable receiver, not yet. Can he develop? Yes. I think biggest concern with him is release, and I think he can work on that, but this. Because if you don't trust your hands as a receiver and you always corral, that's when press can get to you. If you can snatch and have strong hands, then it's hard for a guy like Humphrey to pop that ball out. But Humphrey, he lives in letting receivers sometimes catch the ball, corral, and he punches it out before they can just snatch it in. So, great guy, great receiver. I think he's good. I think he can be a game changer. He definitely can change the game, returning-wise or receiving-wise. But he's not dependable as number one. I think he's a third-round pick. If the Ravens see him in the mid-third, I can see them trading up to get him. Again, he will solve your return, and he can be an X receiver in the league. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, IG, Facebook, obviously YouTube, at szg.sports. Don't forget, every Tuesday I do live stream, and this series has a bunch of videos. So if you go check the rest of the videos from Prospect, appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out.